Hey everyone, it's Amanda here, and today I am doing an indoor house tour of all the plants I have inside my plant room here. I have some new finds that I got at like Home Depot and Lowe's a few weeks ago, and I also did some repotting. I also, by doing some repotting, I got like multiple plants, so I'm excited for that. And I also have some dried flower arrangements, and I think I'm actually gonna go pick some sunflowers and zinnias from my garden and incorporate that into the whole decor theme here as well. It is a late summer, early fall tour, so I got lots of like violets, and I got some like golds, and I kind of really hit the dark academia vibe. In my one cabinet here, I was able to get some of the antiques that we have at the house and display them really nicely. Actually, there's like just a glimpse of it. Really cool old books, and I got some flowers in there, but not a whole lot because I didn't want to like water stuff in there in case it would ruin anything important. Also, I got some like thrift stuff. I got these really cool rose paintings right here, and I'm actually gonna hang them up. I just couldn't find where I wanted them right now. I got some really cool pots too, and I'll show you everything there is. Okay, I think the whole thing is like, where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Oh, this is a new addition here, and this is my cabinet. I guess I should call it the cabinet of curiosities. I don't know. I got like so much new stuff and new upcoming things too. And I got this display, which I worked really hard on, and also this one. Actually, I think I will start with this one right here, the baker's rack. So I have lots of like blues, grays, like wood colors and greens, and some dashes of violets in here. And I think that's very late fall, or I'm sorry, late summer, early fall decor here. So this is what I got at my philodendron green right here. I love the structure of the leaves. Like, that's so unique. That is such a unique structure for a plant. It is a vining one, so I'm gonna have to keep it happy, and maybe I could get it to like go over the doorway here and stuff, and that would be really fun. Yeah, so I'm really happy I scored one of these. This was the best one in the shape at the store. I got this caladium right here. Beautiful. It's putting out some new growth. A lot of it died back, and then some it's pushing out new. That's just how it is. I like the pots though. I'm feeling the pot vibes. Like this blue one here with the maple leaves, and then I have that tan one with the black outline for a type of leaf. Very cool. And just, you know, these acorns have been here forever, or not, pine cones have been like here forever, so I just keep them there. And I finally got my dream plant here. I saw the girl at Lowe's. I was like, you know, it's been here for a while. Can I kind of get it on clearance? Because, you know, most of the times you pay for the pots, and I obviously just redo a whole different pot theme. So I got that one on clearance, and that was fun. But, oh yeah, here's a better leaf for the caladium. Isn't that fun? I'll have to get a black marker. And like, I didn't repot this one. I actually just put the Proven Winners pot this is into this pot here. So I think I'll have to just line that with the black marker to hide it more. But yeah, those are really cool. And we usually, in my area in Pennsylvania, we put them outdoors for an annual. But I saw on like some channels that people were using them for indoor plants. So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Moving over here, I got these neat little vases at Michael's. They were having a special, along with this candle with the, I couldn't resist the candle, right, with the violets and like the dried flowers in there. And then I have this butterfly frame here, very fall-like, and the colors really suited the themes that I was going for. And this is a dried flower arrangement. I did this one myself. I'm so happy and proud of it. Lots of that blues and violets and purples, so very nice. And I'm gonna have to I'll put some live flowers in there. I think I'll actually go take you guys out with me and get some fresh flowers, and you could put them in some of the pots. I split this asparagus fern. It was a much larger one, and I got it into like 4 different plants. So, but oh, this is a thrift find, and it's actually made in Italy. Like, I could not resist that. How small and how adorable that is. I mean, they're 3D, right? It's 3D flowers. Look at that. That's a neat little find. I think probably for like $1 or something like that. I have one on the other end that I will show you then. Xanthosema repotted, looking better now that it's repotted. This is the best leaf. I struggle with the humidity levels, and sometimes they get the browns on the tips. This is a white night philodendron right in here. I think that's its newest leaf right there. Very shiny and glossy. I got these pieces at Michael's too. I think they were Michael's. But I like the blue because it has that like blue-gray theme. And also I'm going to stain this wood. And then I'm going to put it up, like hanging up a little bit more, like kind of like that, if it makes sense. Yeah, that way it's off the shelf. I have 2 of them flanking this adorable little set that I made. Like, tell me that ain't cute. Yeah, so I saw this little mushroom, and it was at Michael's. They had 1 left. 1 of these left, and I was like, I'm grabbing it. It has that blue, and then it has like that tan on the side. Very cute. And this is the rest of the asparagus ferns in here. I have this large one, which I think I need to get some rocks and kind of just like hold it back a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. That looks good, yeah. Then I stuck in some like fake flowers. The Tradescantia is real. And just put some like crystals. I don't know, very fall themed. Like, I think that just screams fall, right? And this is the other piece that I got at the thrift store. You can see right here, like there's like a little bit like broken petals, but honestly, it's still cute. So I didn't mind. It was like $1 or $2. Yeah, and this plant right down below here is an Alocasia silver dragon. This is the plant that made me fall in love with Alocasias, because this is the newest leaf, the green one right here. But this is an Alocasia silver dragon. Look at the contrasting with the dark veining and the light leaves. That is so unique. And again, it was keeping in theme with like the blues, the grays, the violets and stuff. So very cute. Very happy with that. And of course I have the nanny plant. The climber right here has some variegation on some of the leaves. It's fun. This has been in my family for like 3 generations now. So I stuck my bunny in here because everybody knows I love bunnies. I cannot get enough of them. This is a Scindapsus that, ooh, I need to water you. Yes, I do. I need to water you. But I got this pot at a thrift store too. I think I need to bring you guys along thrifting with me. It was actually filled with like fake philodendron stuff. It had like the fake hydrangeas in there, and I just ripped out the fake ones. I'm using the pot. It's nice because it doesn't have drainage in the bottom, so I usually just keep the plant in a cup like that, or original potting mix, and you know, that way it's easier to water and swap out things and change up plants for how much I change things. Oh, this is another lovely little arrangement I made. Beautiful colors, very fall-like. I encourage you all to like dry your flowers if you can. I bought these at Home Depot for like 50% off, so they're not dried by any chance of me, but if you know how to do that, it's definitely worth trying out. And actually I'll probably make a video. This is a Calathea. Look at this one. I love that, this opal blue, and it has like that blushing pink on the newer leaves. And the bottom is that burgundy. Very cool. Very cool. And I love the pot combo too. Like this is interior decor, right? Like, people always wonder, how do they style their plants? Focus on the pots and make it match items around your home. That's one tip. Yeah, ZZ plant here, doing well. I got another Alocasia Maharani, looking lovely. And this is a silver sword philodendron, which I would really like for this one to climb up the side of the baker's rack here. Just like that. I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, that's looking really cool so far. I'm very happy with all of this. I worked hard on it, rearranging things, repotting things, getting different pots, shopping for the pots, but it's fun, and I'm glad I could find like little finds like these pictures and stuff. Yeah, see, they're made in Italy, and they're made in Italy, so kind of cool. And just right over here, I have another Alocasia, the Ladderbachkiana. So this really struggled. I had it on my baker's rack earlier, and I don't know if it got overwatered or what. I mean, it is pushing out new growth in here now, or if it got spider mites, but I've been spraying it with neem oil, and then I see these like little white dots. You see that? Kind of. And it's like, I don't know if that's residue from, oh, here we go. Yeah, here's a better view of that. Now, I don't know if that's residue from the neem oil or if that's like a pesticide, but I had an issue like this on my poly alocasias, and I used like Dawn dishwash and some water, and I just wiped each individual leaf, and they have been going strong since. So, and then right down below here, this plant has been doing very well. I can't believe I have 4 of these in one pot. I don't know what I was thinking, but I love how it just wraps around. This is the shingle plant. How it just wraps around the legs, if you will, of this plant stand. So I thought that was really creative. And I usually do trim them back. That way they can get nice and big leaves on them. I'll have to do that soon. So let's see here. So for right here on this door, I have an embroidery piece that I have to, I'll pull out actually. It's actually right down here in this cabinet, and it's very, very old. But I embroider as a hobby, and I really can appreciate somebody making this. I'm just gonna fold it out halfway here. Well, no, I'll put it all the way out. This is the embroidery piece here, and I really want to get this framed. It's just like an odd shape, like it's 16 by 27, so I have to get a different frame. So I'm keeping my eyes out for that, but I think that's really cool. Anyway, I would love to hang that right there on the door, because we don't open this door because this baker's rack in the way, so it would be nice to display some stuff. And I'm thinking like along this wall here too, I could like hang my own personal embroidery. I think that'll be really neat. This painting right here actually needs to be moved up, because I want it even with that door right there, and also just to give it a little bit more room back down here, because these plants are kind of like big. This is, we'll just move right over to this one. This is another caladium here. This is like the shade of red that it really should be. The nice, it's not like a lipstick red, but it's like a muted red, very fallish red. So I got a bunch of new leaves coming out. I did chop a lot of them off because, you know, it's a caladium, so it's gonna happen. Back here I have this lemon and lime philodendron, and I mean, it's in an orchid pot, but I love the greens, how they mix well together. And I like this painting here because I mean, it kind of makes you look like you're in the forest, right? Like that's what I was kind of going for. Like the forest is coming out onto you with all these plants here. I got an amazing deal on this Alocasia black velvet. Lovely, lovely little find. Oh, and I got this right here, this vase. This is like another 3D one at the dollar store too. Now, each side has a different flower. Like over there's pansies, if you can kind of see that. This is the lilies that's facing out now, and I think back here are the sunflowers. So, very cute. This little statue my mom got for me when I was in surgery last year, actually. So, I got some dried euonymus. It smells so good. Or eucalyptus. Eucalyptus. Yes, that's what it is. Beautiful. Fills in that spot too, that gap. I finally got a ZZ plant, a black raven ZZ plant. Look at the new growth to it with that green and with the dark line. Oh, yeah. I wanted one for so long, and they had one on clearance, and there was just like a little bit of dead, so I just cut them off, and I'm like, I'll bring you home. I'll bring you home, baby. Don't you worry. Nice fern here. This is a maidenhair fern. This again was actually advertised for, like, you know, outdoor plants. They do grow outdoors in my area. They will come back every year. They would be a perennial, but I brought it in because I know I can treat it as a house plant. I love like the architecture to it, like the airiness, and then the beautiful leaves that it gives off. It's like this half circular leaf, and then it has like these fronds coming out. Oh, so pretty. A lot of it actually died back when I moved it in. I think it was just in shock, but it's coming along, so happy with that. I got a bromeliad here. It was like one of those ugly plants. Like, I don't find this particularly pretty, right? Like my black velvet alocasias, they're pretty. My ferns are pretty, but this bromeliad I don't find pretty, and I just like, it was so unique looking, I had to have it, right? I like the colors, very fall-like. So it's one of my first ones. Peperomia, frost, yeah. And then I have another little fairy garden, if you will. I took some Heucherellas, ivy, some grasses, ferns, some moss down there, and this is like a dried flower, and I just made it my own little arrangement. Yeah, the Coraba is like a lot of, I saw on, I think his name is Sean. I think his channel is like Only Plant or something, but he's based out of like Southeast Asia, and they use like these Heucherellas or Corabels as houseplants, and I thought, well, we use them as perennials outside, but why not use them as a houseplant? They are pretty. They are pretty. And this is a hydrangea cutting that I got from Lowe's. It was on one of their plants. And let's see here. Ooh, this fern isn't looking too good. Oh, that's what happens when I try and split them. Sometimes they take, sometimes they don't. But got a little African violet back there. Some dried lavender from my own yard. A fern frame, or a fern picture right there. That's kind of cool. I would like to find, I live in coal country, and apparently there's fossils in coal, and I think that would be a really neat addition to this area. This is this looks very similar to an Alocasia black velvet, but it is an Alocasia ninja, and the difference that I can find is that there's a thickness to these. Like these are very much like the silver dragon that I have over there on that second shelf. And also the veining is much more thicker than the black velvet here, but beautiful plants. Okay, so yeah, over here, I mean, I just hung some pictures up. This is going to be, it's called Let Pot. Kind of neat. That's going to be in a different video. It's pretty much starting like your own like fruits and stuff inside. It's all hydroponic, so that's gonna be a neat little experiment. This is the other pictures. I got 2 of them, so very neat, like white roses. I love the frames, how it's double framed like that. That is so neat. So I'm just gonna find a home for those in the here. And I'm just gonna slowly swing around. I got the philodendron micans in the window hanging there. You can see like the red glowing from them. They're doing spectacular. They're one of my favorites. And I don't have anything like super rare or super expensive in my house, like for plants, so it's like something that everybody can kind of do. I'm gonna fill that vase up with some sunflowers soon. So I got this what do they call it, the fingerleaf philodendron. It's not even classified as a philodendron anymore apparently, but I don't know, I'm still gonna treat it, I'm just gonna call it what it is, what I'm familiar with. But I love how it just right there up against the window like that. And yeah, these cute little succulent pillows. I'll put a link for Amazon down below. I was running a sale last month, but the sale is over now. But yeah, those are the 2 colors that they have to offer, and I'll put that link below. Very cute. Just crawling up here. Gotta focus my light. There we go. We got a lemon and lime Maranta. Beautiful plant, right? I can't wait till mine get like really bushy and stuff. We also have a cactus orchid. It did not bloom, but it's putting out tons and tons of new leaves and growth. So I'm excited to like get this a little bit longer and just kind of drape around the corner of this cabinet. But this is the cabinet of curiosities, if you will. So the first stuff I got up here is mostly from like a thrift store, except for the cookie sheet back there. I think the cookie sheet is just so like ornate and neat looking, and it's just a cookie sheet. Like, I don't know, I find that amazing. I have an orchid in here in this depression glass, and then I have this cute little vase that's been in the family for a while, and then I put this dried arrangement in here. And then down below we have some really cool books, really old books. My mom is a very big fan of Gone with the Wind, the movie here. Let me just, yeah, I mean, look at these books, right? Like, you don't find covers like that very often. We have an illustrated natural history. We have the Rambayat of Omar. This is like a story, a spy story, I believe. Kind of interesting. We got some other goodies in there. I know there's like a reflection, so I'm gonna try and, I thought this was like really appropriate to have in here because it's the tree guide by Julia Ellen Rogers, the flower guide, and then the bird guide back there. So fairly neat. And I got this little coffee grinder for my mom. I just find it so ornate. It had to be displayed. And some other goodies. And there's one of my embroidery pieces that I think I'm gonna hang up in a frame and put up on the wall there. Alright, I'm moving from the cabinet over to this area here. This is a stand that I got on Facebook Marketplace, and it's really, really cool looking. You might think it's marble. It's not. So I don't like it because it's like fake cheap, and I didn't know that when I bought it. Until I arrived at the place with the truck to get it, so I was kind of like obligated to pick it up. But yeah, anyway, I got a little philodendron, hanging philodendron right there, and then coming down I got this beautiful begonia with the polka dots. It's actually facing the sun, like it's turning its leaves to face the sun, but you kind of get the vibe, and I don't mind that because when the sun hits it, it just glows this red, which is kind of neat. This is doing very well, and it's very healthy. So, and I stuck in some of these waffle plants down below. I like it. And I got these little cute little homes. I don't know, I have fun. I make little like cottage decor things out of plants, and it's fun. And on both sides, this is the poly alocasia. Yeah, doing well. I separated it, and the other one's on that side. And I have the aglaonema here. It's like a silver aglaonema. So pretty. It's very, very... It goes with that alocasia. Like, look at the colors. Like this with the veining. That's really cool. I really like that. This one I neglected, so I'm trying to straighten it up. It will fix itself in time. But right down below here, so this is kind of interesting. I have these two plants down here. The philodendron pink princess. Now, people are calling this marbled. This, oh, let me focus it a little bit more. Yeah, this is like, they're calling it a marbled look. And I like it. That's a new leaf coming out. But you kind of get that marbled look, right? And then this is what they're calling the pink princess, like the traditional one, with the white. Now it has pink, so I guess maybe it will turn pink over time. But I'm just like, okay. I mean, they were in the same pot. They were both by Costa Farms. I got them at Walmart when Walmart got a crate in filled with them. So, but I like the marbled piece the best, so I think I might sell the other one. But, I mean, they're both healthy plants, nothing wrong with them. And just down below, I really like this because it kind of fits like this rustic, or not rustic, like antique-y vibe with the pinks and the green syngoniums. Yeah, I would love to actually trail them around like this bar here, but that right back there, that red thing, that's a radiator. So these plants are going to have to move in the winter time. So I can't do anything like too permanent. But I like that look. And we're just going to scroll right over to here. This is where I have my other Alocasia Maharani. It's loving its life there. It's very full. I got this for $4, this propagation station for $4 at Walmart. So that was neat. It was on clearance. My niece actually did this with the cuttings, and we're going to see what grows. So it's an experiment for her. And then this is just another vase with a dried eucalyptus in it. So I love that blue. Love that blue. So I'm just going to give you a spin around. Of everything that I have done. I worked hard trying to clean it all up and make it look presentable. Oh, and just right down here I have Tradescantia that I clipped and replanted. So I thought that added a nice bright pop right there on the black ottoman. But yeah, loving this spot right here. Yeah, very proud. And then I have the baker's rack right behind me. And yeah, it's nice because you could come down here, read a book, drink coffee. There is a fireplace right there, so it's a cozy place. Okay everyone, so that's it for the tour, and I hope you really enjoyed what I have done. I am gonna go outside. And like pick some flowers, and I'll just put a post on Facebook with the flower arrangements that I add. And let me know which section you like the most. I'll put that in a comment and I'll pin it so you can know each section. Just let me know your thoughts and what you like, and hopefully it inspires you to do more. All right, so have a good one. Bye.